Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Today, in our second video, we will talk about the questions that we will solve about the section 1.1, which is accumulated value at simple interest. First of all, the homework, I will say it again. Homework, page 7, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17. 15, 16, 17 talked about the last material that we have talked about it in the previous video, which is invoice cash discounts. Here we will move, before we move to solve, determine the question number 1. I will solve with you question number 1 and the question number 17. Here, question number 1, determine the maturity value of S. 2015 loan for 18 months at 12 simple interest. B, a 1,200 loan for 120 days at 8.5% ordinary simple interest. Ordinary means you must divide by 360. 10,000 loan for 64 days at 7% exact simple interest. Exact means 300, you must divide by 365. Ordinary, divide by 360. Here 365. A 5,000 loan taken out on June 23 and due on December 15 at 6% exact simple interest. Exact means 365 days. Now we will move to here. Here, exercise. In order to solve, we must write exercise. But if I discuss an example, I will write example. Here, exercise 17, page 13. Invoice. Here I will solve question number 1, and after that I will return back to 17. Exercise number 1. B, 2015 dollar, T equal 18 month, R equal 12. Then calculate S. S equal B multiplied by 1 plus RT. 2015 multiplied by 1 plus 12 over 118 over 12, since it is 18 months. I have to accumulated value or an amount 2,950. Here B equal 1,200, T 120 days, R equal 8.5% ordinary interest, S equal 1,200 multiplied by 1 plus 8.5 over 100 multiplied by 120 over 360, which is 1,234. Always notice S always greater than B. C. B equal 10,000. T equals 64 days. R equals 7% exact interest. S equal B multiplied by 1 plus RT. Then I will have 10,122.7397. D, which is the most important, B 5,000 from 23 June to 15 December. 23 June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Here, notice June 30 days, July 31, August 31, September 30, October 31, November 30, December 31. But here, number of days, 30 minus 23 plus 31 plus 31 plus 30 plus 31 plus 30 plus 15 plus 15. This is 175 days and divide by 365, which is 5,143.8356. Always S greater than B. We will return to question number 17 here, which is on example number 7. I solved number 17. ICU Optical receives an invoice for 2015 $15 with term 2/5 or N/50. This means that it is invoice. A, if the company is to take advantage of the discount, what is the highest simple interest rate at which it can afford to borrow money? Number B, if the money can be borrowed at 10% simple interest rate. How much does ICU Optical actually save by using the cash discount? You must calculate I. Number 7 here, 17. Invoice 2,500 with a term 2/5 or N/50. Find the highest R, which is A, part A. Here, cash discount 2,500 multiplied by 2/100, since it is 2%, which is 50. In order to pay the invoice during 5 days, this is 2% discount. Discount from the date of the invoice. The amount to be borrowed, 2,500 minus 50, which is 2,450. The remaining days, instead of 50, it will be 50 minus 5, which is 45 days. B equal 2,450, I equal 50, T equal 45/365. Then the highest simple interest rate will be this. R equal I/B multiplied by T, which is 50/2,450 multiplied by 45/365, which is 16.555,329%, which is 16.55%. Then if R equal 10 and S equal this, B equal B multiplied by 1 plus R2 T2. B 2450 multiplied by 1 plus 10 over 100 45 over 365. Then you will have 2480.2055. Then the saving by cash discount, it will be 2500 minus 2480.2055, which is $19.7545. We will now return to section number 2, discounted value at simple interest. From formula 2, which is S equal B multiplied by 1 plus RT. Suppose we have the accumulated value S and this. You can calculate B, the proceed, by dividing S over 1 plus RT. If the factor 1 plus RT to the power negative 1 in formula 3 is called discount factor at a simple interest rate R, and the process of calculating B from S is called discounting at a simple interest rate R. Well, simple discount at an interest rate R. We can display the relationship between B and S on a time diagram by here B S. If we have S accumulated value, we can calculate B. If we have B, we can calculate S. When we calculate B from S, we call B present value of S or discounted value of S. Then here, present value of S or discounted value of S. You can interpret the value of B as the amount needed to be invested today in order to have S in T years. Example number 1, 3 methods. Month. After borrowing money, 3-month T, a person pays back exactly $200. How much was borrowed, which means the proceed or present value of S, B, if the $200 payment includes the principal and simple interest at 9%. Suppose here S equal 200, R equal 0.09, and T, which is the 3-month, 3 over 12. We can display this on a time diagram. Then you will have here B equal S divided by 1 plus RT, and we calculated. Notice B always less than S. B less than S. B less than S. Here, example number 2. Jennifer wishes to have S equal $1,000 in 8 months. If she can earn 6% simple interest, how much does she need to invest on September 15? How much interest does she earn? 8 months means T equal 8 over 12. 15 month, 15 September 15. September 15 is May 15. September 15, May 15. The number of days between here September 15, you will have here October, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice the red slash 8 month. How much you will have? 15 plus. يعني 30 minus 15, 15. Plus, I write it here, describe it. 30 minus 15 plus 31 plus 30 plus 31 plus 31 plus 28 plus 31 plus 30 here 15 plus 15. 30 plus 15, 30 for April plus 15. Notice here that February 28, since we don't know the year, if it is leap or not, and it doesn't say that it is ordinary. We calculated 242, and here after calculation we have the following: 961.74. The simple interest rate earned, I equal S minus B, which is 1000 minus 961.74, which is 38.26. Here we will begin with a new material inside this section, which is called promissory, but we have a lot of definitions. Definition is not for testing in the exam, but you must know them because since you cannot understand anything about promissory except you know the definition. Until you know the definition. Promissory note is a written promise by a debitor called the maker of the note to pay to or to the order of the creditor called payee of the note a sum of money will or with or without interest on a specified date. Promissory notes typically have a duration of less than 1 year, and therefore simple interest is used in any calculation. The following is an example of an interest-bearing note. Here 2000 face value, 60 days term. We will here discounted value 2000 discounted, and here discounted rate here, and if and during we discuss, we will say the face value of the note 2000, the term of the note is 60 days, and you must add 3 days Canadian. The due date is 60 days after September 1st of 2014, that is October 31, 2014. By the law of Canada, 3 days of grace are added to the 60 days to arrive at the legal due date or the maturity date, that is November 3, 2014, by a maturity value. You have a maturity date, maturity value. Maturity value, if we don't have interest rate, the maturity value will be the accumulated value S. But if we have interest rate, the maturity value will be calculated, which is S equal B multiplied by 1 plus RT of the note. We shall understand this as the value of the note at the maturity date. In our example, the maturity value of the note is the accumulated value of 2,000 for 63 days. We add 3 plus 3 days at 8%. 2,000 multiplied by 1 plus 8% multiplied by 63 divided by 365, which is 2027.62 maturity value of S. If Mr. B chooses to pay on October 31, he will pay interest for 60 days, not 63. However, no legal action can be taken against him until the expiry of the 3 days of grace. Thus, Mr. B would be within his legal rights to repay as late as November 3rd. And in that case, he would pay interest for 63 days. You can read this. I said it that February 28th. If it is not leap, if it is leap, it will be 29. A promissory note is similar to a short-term bank loan, but it differs in 3 important ways. The lender doesn't have to be a financial institution. A promissory note may be sold one or several times before its maturity. The resulting value is called the proceeds and is paid to the seller. The proceeds are determined by Formula 3. 3. If a short-term bank loan, there are no 3 days of grace. 3 days of grace are added only in the case of promissory note. The procedure for determining the price to be paid, called proceed for a promissory note sold before its maturity date, can be summarized in two steps. Step 1. Calculate the maturity value S of the note. The maturity value of non-interest bearing means the interest rate is not exist. Note is the face value of the note. Then the face value will be the maturity in case there is no interest rate. The maturity value of an interest bearing will be, the face value will be proceed is the accumulated value of the face value of the note at the maturity date. Step 2. Calculate the proceeds B by discounting the maturity value S at a specified simple interest rate from the maturity date back to the date of sale. Here you will calculate B from this formula, S over 1 plus RT, RT1 B, R1 T1, since they are discounted. Example number 3, the promissory note. describes in described in the beginning of this section is sold by Mr. A on October 1st, 2014 to a bank that discount notes at 9.5%. A simple interest rate. How much money would Mr. A receive for the note? First of all, since we have an interest rate, then the face value will be B, 2000. 2000, we have 60. Where is it? In the graph here we have 60 days, then add 3, which is the term, because it is Canadian procedure. Then calculate S, which is to maturity value. Maturity value is equal 2000 multiplied by 1 plus 0.08 multiplied by 63 over 365, which is $2,027.62. Now, for the proceed, we have S, this is S, multiplied by, but instead we have discounted here on the graph, discounted time, then you must calculate discounted period from 3rd of November till 1st of October. This is why we must calculate this. Here we have 31 October, not October 31, but you will delete here 30, here 30 minus 3, you will have a 27, here we have 31 minus 1, sorry, here 31 minus 1, it will be 30, and you have 3 days. 31 minus 1 plus 3, it will be 33 days. This is discounted period, and we have discounted interest here, 9.5%. Calculate B, the proceed, it will be S, 2027.61 multiplied by 1 plus 0.095 multiplied by 33 over 365, it will be 2010.35. Thus, Mr. A would receive 2010.35 for the note. Second idea, which is important, what rate of interest will the bank realize on its investment if it is hold the note until maturity? Here for the bank, we will have proceed minus maturity value, which is 2027 minus 2010. Maturity, here we have, wait, here maturity value minus the proceed. Then you will have 2027.62 minus 2010.35, which is $17.27. For what days? How many days? Discounted days, 33 days. Thus, B equal 2010, B equal 2010.35, I equal 17.27, T equal 33 over 365. Then the interest rate here, as he asked, rate of interest, you will have it I divided by, since I equal B في R في T. Then we need this, divide by B T, you will have 0.095, but multiplied by 100, you will have 9.5%. Second question, calculate here what rate of interest will Mr. A realize on his investment when he sells the note on October 1st of 2014. Mr. A will realize a profit here, maturity value minus here I will have here proceed minus face value. Face value 2000 in the beginning, and here the proceed 2010.35. You will have I, which is I interest on his investment 2004 30 days. He held the note. The rate of interest Mr. A will realize is R equal I over BT, which is 10.35 over 2000 multiplied by 30 over 365, which is 6.330%. Notice that it will be 0.063, but multiplied by 100, you will have 6.3%. Here I will stop, and next video I will continue. See you next video, and thank you for your listening.